Yes, I do. Hi, good morning. Welcome again to another digital series by Red Panda TV. I'm your host, Mike Yu. Today we have a very special guest, someone in the industry who has been in the forefront of photography. He's been creating waves in the local market, not only here but also internationally, especially in the cosplay or in the fandom industry. So today, without further ado, I don't think I need to introduce him more because he is one of the best cosplay photographer in the world. So without further ado, let me introduce to you our guest today. He is the Jay Tablante. Hi Jay, how are
Good
you?
morning. Good
Morning.
morning. Live to
Kamusta?
ba to? Live
Yeah,
to
we're
ba to?
already live.
Alright, nice. Hello. Ayan, so, ayun. Ito, we're at home. Pero, at least, if there's anything, I was able to sift through all my photos and then nakakapag-edit-edit lang ulit, ganun.
Nice, great. So for those people who do not know you, is it okay for you to tell us how you get started in this industry?
Um, okay, so cosplay photography has always been an interesting journey for me because it wasn't really a straight line.
Okay.
One, I keep on telling this, hindi ako marunong mag-drawing eh. So, and it's always been my frustration na hindi ako marunong mag-drawing and ingit-ingit ako doon sa mga comic book artists. And yung mga classmates ko nung high school na ang galing nila mag-drawing, but ako ang pangit. So, but lo and behold, my frustration of being creative was there. At the same, yung hilig ko sa comics, yung hilig ko sa anime. I started comic collecting grade school, anime, high school. Um, and I wanted to have an outlet to release my creativity. So I stumbled upon photography in college. Just lo and behold, you find that certain mix eh. So
Hmm.
eventually yung mga concept shoots ko, they started off as mainly fashion shoots, naging naging conceptualized fashion shoots until it slowly evolved its way through
Okay.
and it became cosplay. But noong time na yun, hindi pa siya, noong time na hindi pa nga, hindi ko nga alam pangalan niya cosplay. It's just people in superhero costumes na gusto ko lang ma-shoot. Ito idea ko. And then
Hmm.
bam.
So, is it
Oh,
okay for
yun.
you to walk us through your process, if it's okay? Walk us through your process on how you create one of those beautiful images.
Okay. Um, I sit through I sit through a lot of it. Meaning, what do I do? Having worked sandali as a creative in an ad agency
Hmm.
in many lives ago, it taught me a system on how do you channel creativity properly. So what I do is I actually prepare an entire PowerPoint deck for
Wow.
that. So it's an entire PowerPoint presentation outlining ano yung concepts ko, mga mood boards ko and all that. But to make it quicker, you could actually put up a Pinterest board that it can already work as good as that.
Correct.
Pero medyo old school tayo. So I went, yun nga, may PowerPoint presentation ako. And then I run through everything from the costume, the makeup, the art direction, and all that. So at least when you get into the shoot proper, I treat it like an ad shoot, like an ad project. So dire-diretso lang dire-diretso lang yung patakbo ko.
Okay.
So that's one. Tapos at the same time, I do a lot of side references.
Wow.
So just because it's in character, I shouldn't be limiting to that. So what I do is I break up the character into its visual elements and I try to find the inspiration behind them. So where hinuhulaan ko basically where the artist would have gotten the inspiration to this costume from. O sige, ganito character, saan? And then from there, you break it apart and you make a world around it. And that
Mm.
gives you more or less an idea kung saan ko ini-execute na yung character.
I see. Di ba? We'll talk into that maybe in after the ECQ para at least we can do some sort of
Okay.
fast training, di ba? Pero
Oo,
right
crash course on
now,
that.
right now how are you coping up with the pandemic? I mean, can you tell us how is your business going right now or before the pandemic and then during the pandemic?
Okay. it's I'll be upfront. I mean, a lot of the projects were put on hold, or a good number of them were canceled. That's the reality of it. I mean, we all need to stay home, to stay safe and all that. So, um, ganon. But so far right now, we've been one thing this pandemic has taught us is, it has taught us to be a little bit more creative in terms of how to go about our businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this. Okay, I don't know whether I could be misquoted or something like that, but for example, there's a Chinese term
Okay.
of for crisis,
Mm-hmm.
uh, chi wei, I think,
All
or
right.
I don't know kung tama yung pronunciation for that. Pero it's a combination of danger and opportunity.
Mm.
So, I learned it up from an entrepreneurial workshop series, The Gifts, sa Startup Village.
Okay.
And that was one of the points nila. Whenever there's a crisis, there's always danger and opportunity. So
I
it's
see.
all about how do you turn it around and find the opportunity to help and to give value despite the danger. So for every danger, there is an opportunity.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yun.
So,
So in my case, ang nangyari ngayon dito is since we're all working from home, what's the next best kind of photography that you get to do? So, what's a simple setup that you get to pull off? So, ganon. So, product shoots. So,
oh,
meron
nice.
tayong maliit na home studio lang. I mean, it's have a few lights and isang white wall or light tent, then you're more or less, you're good to go.
I see. I see. So that's what's keeping you busy right now sa pandemic.
Oh, more or less, setting it up at the same time. It gives you time to to keep house, kumbaga. Kasi
Mm.
as you dur- paano ko explain? I mean, prior to this entire crisis happening, I mean, we're all hustling around. We're too busy running
Mm.
around na we never really got to clean house eh.
Correct.
Yun yung naging term ko sa kanya. Ito parang inayos mo na ba yung portfolio mo, tinayos mo yung website mo. Alam mo yun, yung pang you're scattered all around it. You're living on one project after the other. But if there's any opportunity or silver lining na mahanap natin, it's just it gives you pause and
Yeah.
gives you time to rethink about your strategy and your direction as a business. Kasi at the end of the day, I know we love to take pictures and all that, but we also have to treat it as a business. Mayroon pa ring
Business
business
aspect.
aspect out of
Correct.
this.
I see. Pero how is your clientele, 'di ba? Most of your shots are all on the fandom base or the cosplay base. How are they coping naman in that side of the world?
Okay, all right. Just to put it out there, cosplay and fandom is just really what I do for fun.
Okay.
Oh, this always been for fun. It's my main line has always been ad work and commercial stuff.
Mm,
So, pero sa AdWorks naman, I mean, the projects were put on hold. We'll wait what happens when the ECQ gets lifted a little bit. So that's a big question mark at this point. Pero right now ako I'm taking this time to rehash the concepts, and for example, when you're talking about cosplay,
yeah.
um, I have what you call pre concept purgatory. Kumbaga, these are like ideas. These are like ideas ko and concepts ko na parang, oh, this would have been nice. Oh, that would have been nice. Tapos, I keep them in separate folders. I keep them in separate PowerPoint presentations. Tapos tinatabi ko lang yan in some nook and cranny of my hard drive up
Mm,
until I see something. So, that's what keeps me busy, and I put it as part of my routine. Like every afternoon, I will go over Pinterest. I will search some images online. I will watch an anime, get some inspiration, and then write something down, and then put something down, and store that. Okay, next idea. So creativity kasi is a muscle that you have to keep on flexing. All
correct.
right, just like any muscle, if you don't work out, I mean, lilit yan.
Huh. I understand. I understand. Pero
Uh,
going to our uh in the photo side, what do you think
Mm.
is the next thing right after the lockdown is lifted? How do we go about, or how do you think, where do you think the photo industry will be going to right after the lockdown is lifted?
Oh, wow. Interesting, very interesting question. I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point. Pero the way I look at it, twofold yan sa mangyayari. I mean, when we talk about bigger productions, like what we do for commercial stuff,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the emphasis will be on the safety.
Okay.
Um, of course, because there are a lot of protocols now going to be put in place, and but production shoots will have to put some emphasis already on cleanliness, disinfections, and all that. So that's one side. And
Okay.
then the other side naman is it will make us innovate in how to how to push imagery or photography for like yun nga, mga madami mga work from home setups,
Yeah,
ganyan. So necessity is the mother of invention,
that's
as a popular quote goes.
that's correct. Yeah.
And so right now that became a mantra of mine, especially when I was doing cosplay photography. Na parang how do you make special effects out of household materials? May ganon.
Mm-hmm.
So when you translate it into this, like how do you create all these nice product shots out of your own living room, kumbaga.
Mm.
So it's that. So it will push us. And it's actually right now, it's creatively, ako honestly, it's creatively frustrating kasi your old techniques don't seem to work anymore.
Uh,
Pero that's part of the growth eh. When you're uncomfortable doing something, it means you're growing new roots, you're growing new things that you don't know yet where it will lead you. So for me, as frustrating as it is right now, creatively, parang I'd like to keep my head sane and say na trust the process. It will get you somewhere. We don't know yet.
I see. I see. So, okay. I know you have a business. How do people get in touch with you to get right after the ECQ or during this lockdown?
Oh,
Baka may
okay.
kailangan sila. Can you say something a
Oh,
little bit of your business?
Ah, so right now, of course, I run my little production outfit called Point Blank Studio Production. So we do commercial stuff and all that. But of course, adjusting to the times, we also came up with a quick package, like a remote shooting package. Padala mo lang yung items mo. Kasi everybody's putting up a lot of stores and all that. And you want to have imagery that's arresting, so to speak. It's a screen stopper, kumbaga. Kasi ang nangyari, a lot of images go through sa mga Viber communities and all that. So we have to come up with images na talaga, uy, ang ganda nito. I'll check more of it out. So we're there we're there to offer up a photography package na will improve the product shots. Padala mo lang, and then we send it back to you along with the images, and the images can be downloadable via like I don't know any file transfer or Google Drive or ganun. So very remote and 100% social distancing.
So it's
O,
point
diba?
blank, right?
So Point Blank. So yeah, they could go to pointblankstudios.net to check out more of the packages that we have for that.
Great, great. But I also know that you're also pushing a movement right now to help our photographer friends in the industry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oo. So I'm part of what you call the Shelter Fund, and it's a lot of us photographers, the ones who do this for a living, and we have a lot of amazing imagery that we've shot to our eyes over the years, and these are like a special curated set. The feeling of personal to us because it kind of like marks a lot of our careers.
Yes.
So these are like prints up for sale, and if you wanna have something, a piece of our imagination on your wall, you could check out the Shelter Fund sa IG at saka sa Facebook for all of the prints that are on sale.
Great, great. So I'll not get much of your time anymore.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to end this session really early right now, but nonetheless, for those people who needs digital service or digital product services, please visit Jay's site. I'll list it down in the comments in our Facebook page later on. Again, Jay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, for those people who are interested in product shots by Jay Tablante, please visit his website in Point Blank, and also for those who would like to buy more of his products or more of his digital work, please visit his movement. So again, thank you very much, everybody. Next time on Friday, we'll be having a special guest. He's the owner of Filter Exchange. For those people who buy stuff from him, please feel free to visit us on Friday for another web series. Again, this is Mike Yu. Looking forward in Friday's podcast with you. Thank you.